This is the STV News. Good evening. Today marked the official opening of the V&A Dundee. The museum, designed by Japanese architect Kengo Kuma, is part of the £1 billion regeneration of Dundee's waterfront. Our entertainment reporter Laura Boyd was there when the public entered the museum for the very first time. A warning, her report does contain some flash photography.
Well, it's been a long time coming, but today the V&A Dundee finally opened its doors to the public for the first time, and we were there to capture the moment and chat to some of the guests, including a few familiar faces. Dundee secondary school pupils, supported by young persons mentoring charity Breakthrough, were the first to cross the threshold of the V&A, alongside director of the museum, Philip Long. Now officially opened, as the crowds made their way inside, we spotted a few familiar faces.
This now represents something of hope for the future, and it's quite overwhelming actually. Last night I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I know that the artistic director here has got great outreach programs, and that's what will make the difference, is getting the kids in, getting the young people in, getting the kids, particularly the kids from the poorer backgrounds, to be able to use this as a resource and understand what is phenomenal about it.
Yeah. Congratulations!
Welcome. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, it's just, honestly, I could cry. It's amazing. It's just brilliant.
We finally are able to bring people into the museum. The museum doesn't make sense until it's got people inside enjoying everything that it has to offer, whether it's the fantastic Ocean Liners exhibition or the Scottish Design Galleries or the great coffee that's available. And people are smiling and laughing and taking photographs. What a historic day for Dundee.
Fresh from a look around the exhibitions, what did the public make of the new V&A?
Absolutely outstanding, just brilliant.
Wonderful, lovely atmosphere.
It's just incredible. I feel so lucky that I managed to come and see it today.
Brilliant, it's going to be a great thing for Dundee, absolutely.
We are friends with some of the architects who work with Kengo Kuma, and invited us to come. And they're actually building a house for us, so we're really excited to see this.
Across the road, Slicer Gardens was also a popular destination, with the second day of the 3D festival taking place, featuring bands, workshops and fun for all the family. With people queuing to get inside for their chance to marvel at the V&A and a buzz in the city like never before, it certainly has been a momentous week for Dundee. A special day, a moment in history, and a museum which we hope will benefit Dundee for many years to come. Laura Boyd, STV News.
An investigation's been launched after the body of a man was found on a North Lanarkshire street. Police were called at around 5:30 yesterday morning after he was found on Medlar Road in Cumbernauld. The cause of death is still unclear. Hundreds of people gathered in Glasgow city centre for a pro-independence rally this afternoon. The grassroots event featured live music performances and speakers, including SNP politicians Sandra White, Alex Neil and Angus MacNeil. Now, one of the final exhibitions has been held at Govan Hill Baths in Glasgow ahead of its closure next month. The building will undergo a multi-million-pound renovation to make it more suitable for modern-day use. Kay Nicholson went to find out more.
They might not have been able to take a dip in this pool, but that didn't stop these women from donning their swimsuits for the camera. Govan Hill Baths is a fitting setting for the photographic display, which aims to celebrate real women and get away from selfie culture.
It gets my nerves the amount of people you see pouting at the camera, because for the most part it doesn't look attractive. So it really was no po faces and no pouts were allowed. On the whole, we just went with the headdresses were to increase that feeling of vibrancy and being on a pedestal and tall and proud.
Denise even turned the camera on herself for the project, using the outside of the building as the backdrop. This exhibition is one of the last to be held here before Govan Hill Baths closes for a huge refurbishment. It marks the next step in a vast community campaign to restore this building to its former glory.
At the end of October we'll close for, we're hoping 18 months, possibly 2 years, and that will fix up the fabric of the building, all the roofs and walls that have been in a precarious state for quite a while, and it will bring back 2 of the 3 swimming pools. We'll also bring back the Turkish baths and saunas, a gym, and we'll be converting the old steaming laundry into a community cinema.
More than £6 million has been raised for the renovation, and the personal connection people have with the building is clear.
I used to come to a Thursday night ladies swimming, and it was full of older ladies at the time. They were probably about the age I am now, but I was younger, and quite a few of them would be standing in the pool with their glasses on, their hair all done in a shampoo set and lipstick on, and they'd be standing chatting like this. It was hilarious. I loved it.
The team here is working to make sure community groups have alternative accommodation while the centre is closed, but it looks certain this century-old building will be preserved for many generations to come. Kay Nicholson, STV News, Glasgow.
Sport now, and in the Scottish Premiership, Hibernian beat Kilmarnock 3-2 at Easter Road. Livingston came out on top against Hamilton 1-0. Hearts continued their unbeaten start to the season with a 1-0 win at Motherwell. Rangers won 4-0 against Dundee, and St Johnstone were held to a 1-1 draw with Aberdeen. Tushinty now and Newton Moore have won this year's Camanachd Cup final. It's the third time in a row that the Badenoch club have lifted the trophy. They defeated Lovett 3-0 in this afternoon's clash in Oban. Well, that's all for the moment. We're back tomorrow at 6:45. From everyone here on the news team, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.